In this tutorial, I'm going to recreate the look that I'm wearing on the cover of my makeup book. I am so excited. My book is now available in stores and online, and I wanted to recreate the look that I'm wearing. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. Starting with well moisturized skin, I'm then going to grab my favorite makeup tool, tape. I love using sellotape. Make sure it's not too sticky. Line it up with the corner of your eye and the edge of your brow, and we are ready to begin. Prime the eyelids with whatever suits you. Just make sure it doesn't seep underneath the tape or you won't get that sharp line. And for shadows, I'm using the Pippa palette from BlankCanvas, and I'm using the lighter shade to work this all over my lid. This is going to be swept over with a blending brush. Then using the same brush, grab the next shadow up and apply this into the crease, making sure to go over that tape. Now this might seem a little boring, but these steps are important to make sure you get a polished, perfect finish. So the next shadow is technically our first shadow because the other ones are so blended out, but this is blended into the crease and this will add shape to the eyes, and this is so important for photographs especially, so blend it really deep into the crease, or you can use this shadow to actually create a crease if you don't have one. The next shade is going to go slightly lower into the crease, and once again keep that blending process, blending over and back and building the color up slowly. Next, grab a matte black eyeshadow on a small pencil brush and sweep this over and back along the lash line and right up towards that tape to create a cat eye. And this is a really soft, smoky cat eye, and just build up the intensity as you go. On the lid, I'm going to apply the highlighter from this palette on a slightly damp brush and sweep this in the center of the lid, avoiding the crease and the black as best you can. Then mixing the matte and the shimmer together, apply this on the brow bone. And for a super sharp finish and to define the eyes even more, I'm going to apply a liquid liner across the lash line and right up towards that tape. And because the tape is there, you don't have to be so perfect about it. You can just slap it on there and it'll still look awesome. Now just remove the tape and you have a perfect line, but sometimes it can look a little bit too perfect. So I used a Q-tip just to soften up the edges just a little bit. And then I went in with a little bit more of the darker shadows just to smoke up the outer corner, just that tiny little bit more. Clean up any fallout with some cleanser and then reapply your moisturizer. And while your moisturizer is sinking in, you can apply your mascara. You can also apply some false lashes, which I did. I actually wore 2 sets on the day, but here I'm just wearing 1. Now back to the face, I'm going to apply primer all over my face, and this will just give my makeup something to hold on to. Now for the next step, I'm going to look insane because my foundation is going to look way too dark, but I look like a ghost in photographs no matter how much tan I apply, so I always apply a darker shade and then a lighter shade over the top. So I'm applying quite a heavy layer of concealer, but this is going to be blended out quite far across my face, so I need a little bit extra. And this is also a great way to cream contour and highlight your face without having to do too many steps. To set my makeup in place, I'm going to use my old school palette. I love this, I've been using it for years. I'm going to slightly highlight and contour my face with this palette as well, but just really to set the makeup in place. Now for a shimmering highlighter, I'm going to use Lulu, and for blush, I'm going to use Pipsy, and I love this combination, so I had to use it for my cover. Now for the lips, I did use full lips. It's not going to make my lips bigger, it's really just to plump them up and to smooth them out, and I just kept the lips really nude so the attention was really on the eyes. For my brows, on the day I used a tinted brow gel, pencil, wax powder, and basically everything because my brows disappear in photographs, but luckily Makeup by Saz did my brows recently, so they don't need to be managed too much. I took a few shots like this, but then I wanted to add some drama, so I lined my waterline with a black pencil, smudged it out with the 2 darker shades from the palette right underneath the lash line, and this will create that super dramatic look. But if you're doing this, make sure to apply a warmer shadow around the edge just to soften it, and that will give you a better finish. And that's the look from the cover of my book, which I really don't think I'm ever going to get used to saying. And to everyone who's ever left a comment, liked, subscribed, shown me any support or kindness, this is all thanks to you. Thank you so much for getting me this far. This is my dream since I was 17 years old. I had an idea of creating a book, and this is exactly what I wanted the book to be. So I'm so grateful to every single one of you, and to all the people in my real life. Even if you don't think that you had a part in this, you definitely did, and I hope you know who you are. You're really special to me, and thank you so much for everything. I have a book! This is insane! Oh my gosh.